A man married 53 times in 43 years. Another man married to a student, teacher, supervisor, and principal of the same school. Hard to believe, right? Welcome to Saudi Arabia. Here, the law legally permits men to marry up to 4 times with no requirement to even have their current wife or wives consent to remarry. Contrary to it, a woman can be married only to one man. That's just one of the many mind-blowing laws in Saudi Arabia that people often don't know about, and that's exactly what we're going to explore in this video. Saudi Arabia is a country that's often misunderstood by the rest of the world. People tend to focus on the oil, the wealth, and the strict Islamic laws, but there's so much more to it than that. The country has a rich culture and history, and its laws reflect that. Understanding these laws can give you a deeper insight into the country and its people. In fact, it can even challenge some of the common misconceptions that people have about Saudi Arabia. One of the biggest misconceptions is that Saudi Arabia is a country that's stuck in the past, that it's not modern or progressive. But the truth is, Saudi Arabia is a country that's rapidly modernizing and innovating, while still maintaining its strong cultural roots. Take the city of Neom, for example. It's a brand new city that's being built from scratch, with the goal of becoming a hub for tech and innovation in the region. And then there's the fact that Saudi Arabia has been making huge strides in terms of women's rights, with women recently being allowed to drive and travel without a male guardian. Despite these changes, there are still many laws in Saudi Arabia that are largely unknown to the outside world. Laws that can be surprising, even shocking, to people who aren't familiar with the culture and customs of the country. From laws that dictate what you can wear in public, to laws that govern how you interact with the opposite sex, we're counting down the top 10 mind-blowing laws in Saudi Arabia that you never knew existed. At number 10, Saudi Arabia follows a fairly conservative form of Islam which is strictly enforced and practiced. The public expression of other religions is forbidden by law, including the wearing of religious jewelry, including the crucifix. This is taken very seriously by the authorities. Next, at number 9, is a law that requires all businesses to close during prayer times. This law is designed to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to practice their faith, and it's strictly enforced throughout the country. At number 8, we have a law that prohibits women from swimming in public beaches. This law is intended to maintain modesty and is seen as a way to protect women from harassment. Number 7, it is mandatory for women to wear an abaya or hijab in public. Women must cover the parts of the body that are considered intimate parts called awra. In much of Islam, a woman's face is not considered awra. However, in Saudi Arabia, all of the body is considered awra, except for the hands and eyes. At number 6, we have a law that prohibits the sale of anything that's deemed un-Islamic, including certain types of music and movies. This law is intended to maintain the country's strict Islamic values and is enforced by the authorities. Next, at number 5, is a law that requires all restaurants and cafes to have separate sections for men and women. This law is designed to maintain modesty and is seen as a way to protect women from harassment. At number 4, we have a law that prohibits the public display of affection like holding hands or kissing. This law is intended to maintain public morality and is taken very seriously by the authorities. Number 3, celebrating religious and personal birthdays is illegal. This is again restricted to maintain the country's Islamic values. At number 2, we have a law that prohibits the sale of pork and alcohol, with severe penalties for anyone caught breaking this law. And finally, at number 1, we have a law that requires all citizens and residents to respect the country's national anthem and flag. This law is intended to maintain national pride and is taken very seriously by the authorities. In conclusion, Saudi Arabia has a unique set of laws that reflect its culture and values. From laws that dictate what you can wear in public, to laws that govern how you interact with the opposite sex, these laws are an integral part of life in Saudi Arabia. And understanding these laws is crucial for anyone who's planning to visit or live in the country. So what do you think about these laws? Do you think they're surprising or shocking? Let us know in the comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Top 10 InfoEye for more amazing videos. Do watch our other videos too on fascinating topics to blow your mind.